No, I'm not going to let you do that to a fourth tooth, even if that's the standard of care. And I was like, no, I think an implant would be more appropriate for this situation.
Curious about Alicia's situation? And should you choose implants over bridges too? In today's exclusive interview, she explains it all.
My name is Alicia Clark. I currently live in Palo Alto, California. When I first went to the dentist, I was living in San Diego, so it was maybe a 4-hour drive, so not that far. I needed some dental work done, and I had gone to a couple of places to get the work done. And one place was my regular dentist. I had a bridge, and I wanted an implant. I talked to them about the price of it and what everything would cost, and it was like a huge amount of money for me. And then I went to, I can't remember what they're called. But anyway, one of the companies that specialize in dental implants. And I said, okay, well, I'll just get them to do the dental implant and I'll get the other stuff done at my dentist. The cost went way up. It was like, I think the total cost just for the implant was going to be like $20,000. And I'm like, that's just one tooth, so, and that was more, like I said, that was more than my dentist. I think my dentist with everything was like $12,500 or something. It was a large amount of money for me. So I had a friend who was actually doing his dental work, dental tourism. And I said, I never thought of that idea. Maybe I'll try that, so that's what I started looking into doing that. What happened was I had a bridge there and they removed the whole bridge. So for a while, there was nothing there because the bridge covered 3 teeth. I only had 1 tooth missing, but the bridge was on the back and the front. So it's, I don't know if you understand bridges, but so what they do is they file down, I guess, whatever you'd call it, 2 teeth so that they can cement them together to give you 3. And then after so many years, it came out. And so when I went to the dentist, what they actually wanted to do was mess up another tooth and make a 4-tooth bridge. And I was like, no, you're not gonna do that. You already messed up these. Because once the bridge came off, I couldn't eat at all on this side. And I only had like the 1 tooth that's missing, but because you filed down these other 2, they couldn't function to eat with. So that was a problem, and I eat on that side. So I just decided, no, I'm not gonna let you do that to a 4th tooth. Even if that's the standard of care, you've already ruined 2 good teeth, now you're gonna ruin a 3rd good tooth for the sake of 1 tooth. And I was like, no, I think an implant would be more appropriate for this situation. So that's when I started looking for that. And so they put 2 crowns on those 2, and then I'm getting that one. And then this one got to stay just like it was. So it worked out.
How was it like? I know you still have to heal after your first visit, but a few months has passed. How is it now? Like, how do you eat food better? How's the feeling of it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, even though there's still that 1 tooth that's gone, they did put crowns on the other 2. Even though there's a space there, I can still use the other 2 teeth. I mean, I kind of chew on the other side a little bit more anyway because they haven't, finished the work. I'm a little scared. But yeah, I could chew over there. The teeth, they feel just like my regular teeth did in my mouth. So that's a plus. And the other thing was when I had the bridge, like you had to buy a special tool to go through the bridge in order to floss. That it's nice not to have that bridge there anymore, so I can just floss like I normally would floss and then brush. That was the other reason that I thought an implant. I don't think people realize something either. When you get a bridge, because a lot of people will say, well, the bridge is cheaper than an implant, so I'm going to go with the bridge. I think I never even thought of an implant. I just was like, okay, they said I needed a bridge, get a bridge. But when you think about it, if you get a bridge, like I said, they're going to damage 2 teeth in order to make that bridge, give it something to hold on to, because they have to put the cement and all that. So you're sacrificing 2 good teeth for the sake of 1 tooth. Whereas with the implant, you're just doing the 1 tooth and you get to keep those other teeth intact just like they are. So, I mean, I wouldn't have the crowns and stuff if it hadn't been for the bridge. And the other thing that I didn't realize was when you have a bridge, because you're chewing here and here, but there's nothing there, because it's basically just a hole in between with a fake tooth there. Because you're not chewing, you're not getting any pounding on the bone. And when you don't have any pressure on your bone, you have bone loss. It's the bone starts to recede or whatever you want to call it. So when I went to get the work done, that's why I ended up having to get the sinus lift, because the sinus falls down into that space. So now you got something else down in there, like one of your sinuses is falling down into space. So then if I had done it immediately, I wouldn't need a sinus lift. But because I waited and let them put a bridge in, then I had to get the sinus lifted. I had to get more bone put back in and had to regrow that bone. So that was part of the weight that I had, was that I had to regrow bone in that space because I hadn't been chewing on it. So I had the bone had disappeared. So there's a lot of things to be said for going ahead and getting something done that you want to get done immediately, as opposed to getting something done because, well, this costs less money and it's going to be easier for me, to pay for. Because that was the thing. If I had had this information years ago, I would have just gone and gotten an implant. I wouldn't have gotten a bridge. So it ended up that I had to get more work done because I thought I was saving money.
Curious about the cost of implants in Los Algodones? This video has answers.
Get a great smile with DentaVacation. Visit a hand-picked dental clinic today.